Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Chronicles of Sovik. I think this is episode 11. The last time we were in an episode, we were at the crossroads. I think we completed all the quests there and we were then about to head off on our travels, move on to the next zone. And normally at this stage of recording, I will tell you exactly what I've done since the last recording. On this occasion, it'll be very quick because we really haven't done a great deal. In fact, I think we were the other end of the crossroads and we literally just walked to this end of the crossroads back to this vendor here to see if she had any more of the Wise Man belts, which I sold on the last recording. And indeed she did. So I managed to pick up 2 since the last recording. So both of those are around the auction house. They're still going for about just shy of 3,000 gold each. I think I sold one for 500, one for about 200. So again, we'll get them on the auction house next time we're back in Orgrimmar. And we'll crack on. And that is literally all I've got to update you guys on. So that's that. Let's head out of Crossroads. Well, what we're going to go and do is head to this quest there, which is Deathgate's reinforcements. On the way, we'll go and quickly check in with these vendors up here and just make sure that in case they've got any evil weapons, we can put on the auction house. Be nice to see one for the very first time. Nope.
What can I help you?
No. I don't think he sells anything anyway. No. Okay, great. So let's carry on. So level 24. We're about 26% of the way through this, so not too much further before I believe. Do we get a talent point at 20? No, 30 we get a talent point. I'm sure we get something at 24, at 25. Okay, there's potentially a rare up here, issue. Okay, let's go and take him out because he's bound to drop something which might be useful. Hang on, why is he evading for? Is he stuck on something? Looks like he's stuck as part of that sort of tent structure. Very strange. Okay, let's try and kill him by here. I'm thinking maybe dots work. Okay, he's dead anyway. It's very peculiar. Okay, so we got a willow belt for the Aurora. Let's skin him before we forget. Let's have a quick look at this belt. Let's give our Void Walker a little bit of health first. That's enough for you. Let's mount up. Let's have a look at this belt. The Willow Belt to the Aurora. It is a cloth belt, which is useful, because that's what we have. Our belt is level 80. Plus 4 intellect, plus 6 stamina. And this is 5, 7, 3, and 4. Okay, so again, effectively I've got 2 choices here. I can either use it, or I can try and sell it. And I think on this occasion, we're going to use it. We're not shy of gold at the moment. It is a nice upgrade. The belt is amongst our lower pieces of gear at the moment, so let's equip it. Obviously, Sod's Law at the moment is going to be that we're going to find a belt or get a belt as part of a quest item, which will be typical. But regardless, we've got one now, which is good, so let's carry on. Okay, we kind of just need to stay on this road here, following this paladin. We'll avoid that sort of lioness. I think this paladin's been on the ale, he's zigzagging all over the place. Okay, and that looks like directly ahead is where we need to go. So Deathgate's reinforcements report to Regthur Deathgate at his outpost. And there he is. Let's whiz up this tower. We have our duties, Warlock. Duties to the Horde. Ah, I've heard about your work, Warlock. Your timing is fortunate. I've got a major offensive in the works. So let's complete this quest. Huzrul Bloodmark is the leader of the Kolkar Centaurs in the Barrens. He is fierce, brutal, and cunning. Defeating him would disrupt and fracture the Kolkars, greatly reducing their threat to us. To kill him, bring me Hezrar's head and I'll mount it from this outpost so that we may know fear. Hezril leads his people from the lush water oasis to the south. To slay Hezril Bloodmark and collect his head, and we get a cloak for that, which is better than what we've got at the moment, which is great, so let's accept that. It's just a one quest. No, there's another one. Centaur Braces. The Centaur leadership relies on a core of trusted, disciplined warriors to keep the others in line. If we reduce their numbers, the Kolkar will have no might with which to support their rage. And so I have a bounty task for you. Around the lush water oasis to the south, slay Kolkar marauders and storm seers to collect their braces. Return when you have a heap of these trophies and the Horde will reward you well. So the quest objective, collect 10 Centaur braces from the Kolkar marauders and the storm seers. I suspect that they're both going to be in a very similar location, and indeed they are. So from here we just need to head sort of southwest to like this gap there, probably follow this high ground round to the south, then take a southeast down into this area. Okay, so what else have we got in this outpost? Just have a little butcher's. Not a great deal here, certainly nothing along the lines of crossroads. We can speak to this chap. This was the site of a great battle, many great battles. It does look like there's been some damage and destruction here. There's nothing inside that. Certainly nothing up there either. Okay, that didn't take too long to have a nose around that area. Now we could go and skin that creature. No, we can't, because it's just despawned. Okay, so let's follow the yellow arrow which we've got and head down to the questing area. Again, what battle pets have we got up here? Prairie dog. I still need to, at some stage, come around and do this. Again, I'm probably going to do it off recording. I think I'm testing your patience doing fishing and battle pets, so I think I'll just stick to maybe catching the odd deviant fish if we see them, and maybe doing the battle pets off recording. Okay, so this is the Great Divide. Let's have a little look inside this. Yeah, we certainly wouldn't want to fall in there, would we? Okay, we haven't got herbalism anymore, of course. Okay, so as a reminder, we need 10 Centaur braces, and we need Hezril's head. What's this? Got some sort of funeral pyre. Now this undergrowth is quite thick. I did see one up there. Okay. This is one of the storm seers. I'm just going to drop. Okay, we've just pulled the boss, which is very unfortunate. We're going to survive this. He's got 2 minions with him as well. Let's try and use some drain life to keep our health up. Let's get close. Okay, let's give our minion some health from us. And let's kill this last bodyguard. Well, that went quite well. Obviously the plan wasn't to try and get the boss, never even saw him there on our right hand side. But we managed to kill him. Again, it just shows that the state where we are at the moment, we were able to deal with effectively taking on one sort of mini boss and 3 other adds as well at the same time, which is good. You know, it just means that in terms of where the character is, what his gear is like at the moment, we're not doing too bad. Okay, did we get any cent? Right, so we're up to now. We've got the head, and we're up to 4 of 10 Centaur braces. Now we have got deviant fish in this pool. There's a lot of mobs knocking around, so I might just leave that for now. Clearly, I haven't thrown the last lot on the water packs that I've got at the moment, so I think what we might do is just finish these quests or pair, get these Centaur braces, and head back. That's us now up to 6. I don't know how quickly this boss respawns. We just need to be a bit cautious about. That's 7. Just 2 more. That's 1. Again, you can start seeing some of these more snapdrawn. You don't need to fight these. There's nothing you need to do with those. So if we can avoid them, we will do. We'll just try and cherry pick the centaurs. There's another one up here. We need one more. Is he going to drop it? He certainly did. Okay, so that is everything. Now what we've also got down here is near the entrance of the Wailing Caverns. We might, as a bit of a detour, just go and have a little look down there. Now one of our quests we picked up a few recordings ago now was this one called Disciples of Naralex, and speak with Nullpack in the Wailing Caverns. Now I know the Wailing Caverns. It's a lot of mobs to get to the entrance, and obviously if we got to the entrance and if this chap is in the entrance of Wailing Caverns, we then potentially have to fight our way back, depending how quickly they respawn. But the mobs there are skinnable, so it might just be worth just going in there. There's also a couple of rares in there as well, so potentially you might be able to get something half decent. Okay, that is not the entrance of Wailing Caverns, is it? No, it's further up around here. Can we get in? No, we can get in this way. This is the entrance. Okay. Well, they're all dead. There's normally some around here, so someone might have been in here already. Which might make things a little bit easier. Now we can jump down this bit. Obviously my minion doesn't want to jump around, he's going to run all the way around the long way, which means I'm going to have to deal with this raptor myself. And it looks like he's fighting someone round there. Just give him a bit of health. Okay, got some more light level from him. Again, as far as I remember, there's normally more mobs in here than this. So that either indicates to me that someone's been in here recently and has killed some of these. Which is good news in the sense that we're going to get to the entrance in a fairly straightforward manner, but it also means that the two rares which are in the caverns are probably going to be dead as well. Let's skin this one. Now, if we can get in and out before these all respawn, that would be great. Again, I still haven't adjusted my Hearthstone, so it's still for Orgrimmer. There we go. There's a human mage in there who looks, well, fairly high level. Maybe we can sneak past him. We can sneak past and maybe grab one of the, get up to the rare. Now the first rare we're going to see is going to be humanoid. So if I see him, I'm going to try and quickly tag him. He's up. Got some medium level from that one. Again, because I'm only in the approach to the instance, I'm not actually in the instance themselves. The mobs are not going to be too tricky. If I went into the instance, then we would be having some issues, because the mobs, instead of having 521 health, would probably be having several thousand, and I wouldn't be able to take them on. Let's give my minions some more health. That will do. Right. Can I see this rare up? I don't want to move too quickly because I don't want to risk attracting a massive pack of this. So we'll try and skip around him. We'll take this one. We'll take this ooze as well. I'll skin him. Okay, that's an ooze up there. Right, we've attracted someone. Ah, the stalker. Again, I'm going to give my minion a little bit of my health. The health funnel. Stock him back up. Skin him. Now, so far I haven't been able to see this rare, so I suspect he's probably been killed fairly recently. Now you could potentially swim down across this. There's the entrance straight ahead, you can probably see on the screen. No, there is the rare. You look to the left between those rocks over there. There he is. So let's go and tag him before someone dives in there quickly and grab him. Now he can drop some very expensive pieces of transmog. He drops a weapon called Boan's Fan, which is worth several thousand gold on the auction house on most servers. So if we manage, it's a blue item, so if we manage to get back to drop, that would be brilliant. He does also got drop green items, so it isn't just that one specific blue. Let's put us to sleep. Let's heal our minion before we take on this pet. That is our mob. Let's use what the drain life and boost our life up as well. There we go. So we've got the Boan's Fan. So on this server, it's currently going for 23,500 with a region market value average of 14,800. There's 5 of them on the auction house at the moment with a regional average daily sale rate of 0.02. So in terms of the gear which we've found being looted, that is by far our best piece. It's not something we can use. It's a two-handed axe with strength and critical strike, so completely useless for us anyway. But yeah, that's a great piece of transmog to find. Now I knew that he potentially could drop this. So if you find yourself in Northern Barrens and you can find yourself anywhere near the Wailing Caverns and you have a reason for going in here, kind of like we did, I'll show you exactly where it is and where we are. This is where we are, North Wailing Caverns. If you can get yourself in there and potentially kill him, you have the option, well, the possibility of getting this dropped. So let's move this over here before we do anything silly with it. And then, yeah, I'll make sure I get that on the auction house. Now, am I going to put it on for 23,000 when there's 5 of them already on there? Probably not. So I will put it on for a much cheaper rate, but again, that's fantastic. It will only help our coin balance.
What?
Okay, so this is the guy we need to see, Nalpak, with the Disciples of Naralex. Yes, Warlock, what brings you to this place? Well, to see you. So let's complete the quests. Now, the quests that he's got and Ebru have got are for this dungeon. Now, we're clearly not going to go and do this dungeon, and I'll show you the reason why. Our health at the moment is 1,140. The mobs outside had about 500 health. That one there, Deviant Ravager, it's got 2,688. Now, potentially, we could possibly beat him by ourselves, but we'd have to fight our way through the entire dungeon, and we certainly have got nowhere near as much ability, gear to go and start taking any of the sort of dungeon bosses on. So we're not going to do this, not until we're in a dungeon group. Now, clearly, when we get above level 60, probably more like level 80, we could come down here and start farming the dungeons. This dungeon specifically drops some really good gear, which you can sell, like the ceremonial level loincloth. It drops a pet called the Deviant Hatchling. You can get loads of different pieces in it, grizzly pieces, prospector pieces. So it's a really good dungeon. We're picking up some transmog. But at this stage, where we are at the moment, even if we took it really, really slowly, we would not be able to defeat these one at a time. So, unfortunately, we're going to head away. We're not going to take any of these quests, but we did hand one in. So we leave the Wailing Caverns. And now we've got to get ourselves back out of there again. So, Boan, the humanoid, who spawns over in this area, he's one of the two rares in here. The other one spawns around here. So let's see if he's in there. And the answer is no. I certainly can't see anything in here which looks like a rare. Can we get round to the top here and cut across? I think we might be able to. We might be able to just come up this way. So let's try that. There's a couple of raptors up there. Again, one by one shouldn't really cause us any problems. Again, 500 health this one's got. So he's got, 20% of the health the one in the instance has. Make sure we don't fall down any holes. Skin him. Skinning's going alright at the moment, it's up to level 96. How much light level have we got? 55 at the moment. Okay, so there was 2 mobs in this pool who were dead. They've come back to life. We're not going to get past them. So let's kill them. We'll kill one of them. Make sure the other one's up. Okay, and these ones were mostly all dead as well, if I remember rightly. They've come back alive, so we might be able to have to kill the first one. We might be able to get away with getting past the others. If that alliance character is going to pull them, we might be able to get through here before they come after us. Let's risk it. So he's coming back. That's not a problem. He's coming back. We've skipped him as well. Are we going to get past this one? Yes, we are. We'll leave him to fight all those. We'll take on this one. Now again, I could have tried to help him out, but I wouldn't have gained anything from this. What's going on here? How did somebody even track them? Oh, I know why. It's because my pet would have used his taunt ability. So, because these creatures are grey up here, we're not going to be able to get any loot from them, unfortunately. Right, let's start putting some of the dots in this. This first one here we're fighting, we are going to get some loot from. Again, let's try and heal our minion. Going to use the health funnel. We are going to get some loot from this one as well. Again, health funnel him. Okay, so a minion is nearly dead. We're going to take a health potion. through this? No, we're not. We were just, at the end, we were just overwhelmed. The minions' ability, which taunted half of the dungeon, I think we killed a fair few, really wasn't particularly useful at that stage. So that's not good. That's our first death actually requesting. Again, it probably didn't help that the Alliance character pulled all of them into about one area. Then my minion used his ability, which taunted a lot of creatures around there. And then we didn't have enough soul shards to summon the Voidwalker either, which wasn't ideal. So not a problem. At this level, in terms of our gear as well, it's not going to cost a great deal of gold to get that fixed up. But it does mean we need to run our way back to where our body is. I think we probably had, what, like 6, 7, 8 mobs on us at any stage there, which was just too much. If I'd used the imp wouldn't have been able to do that ability, but also wouldn't have been able to hold the threat. What I could have done if I wanted to be more cautious is made a more slower exit from the dungeon rather than dash for it. If that had been the case, we could have clearly just fought our way through mob by mob, but, you know, we took the risk. Okay, we know where our corpse is, so let's remove this waypoint. So when we fought out here, we fought that mini-boss, I think we fought 4 of them at the time, and that was okay. I think as soon as we start getting up to the 6, 7, 8 mark, and we did kill a few of them. Look how many there is here. That's 4, 5. Okay, let's find a safe spot to resurrect, which wasn't that. Right on top of the stalker. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to loot the bodies. It might have been too long. Come on, skin him. Yeah, there's just so many here at the moment. Again, they were mostly cleared on our way into the instance. Which is why it was so easy to get to the entrance of the Wailing Caverns, but coming back, they're all just respawned. It does give us some extra light leather, it does help with skinning. Bump up the health funnel of him. Is there any way of turning off this taunt? Okay, so this one, Threaten and Presence, instant. Intimidates any target the Voidwalker attacks, increasing threat generation. Always keep this effect active. Suffering is, it's a taunt again. And then this one drains 12 health from all nearby enemies. It might be that one. So let's switch that one off for now. All nearby enemies, because that's probably got a fairly big radius, and it's why we're pulling mobs which we shouldn't really be having anything to do with. If he needs any extra health, I can keep an eye on that, use my health funnel. So we don't really need him to be deciding to taunt the entire area just to get an extra 12 health. And if you look, there's a mob fairly close to him at the moment, and you got really close before actually getting involved. So I think switching it off might be a good idea. Again, we can just see how it goes. Where's he running away from? If it starts causing a problem, we start losing health too much, I can always toggle it on or off. Again, just give him a bit of health. Use that instant Shadow Bolt. Shadow Bolt him down. Got a pile of corpses there. I think if the amount of mobs in here, if you've got a character who's reasonably well equipped, certainly not under equipped, you've got the ability to maybe kill 2 or 3 of these at any time if you get swamped, and you've got skinning, it might be worth coming in here. So let's say you're a hunter and you've got a a pet you can use, and you're looking to do level working skinning on that hunter. The amount of mobs you can skin in the entrance of these caves is, there is quite a lot of them in here. So again, you've got the ability to maybe get 1 or 2 of the rares up and kill them, see if they drop you good loot. If not, if you want to do some skinning, this might be a good place. Again, you're not limited in the Northern Barrens. There's plenty of lions and zebras knocking around as well. But certainly the last sort of 10 minutes has been quite good. We've got medium leather there. In fact, we've got medium leather last one. 2 gold 90. So very similar in price to the light leather. But we've got a deviant scale. How much is that going to be? 2 gold. Okay, so that's us back out of that now. Let's head back around to those tents we saw before. Get these handed in. Again, similar vein. We don't want to fight our way back. Let's just get ourselves back in good order. Let's bring our little Murgle back out, who despawned after we died. Okay, let's have a look at the map. Is there anything interesting on the way? That's the one we killed, Boam. Trigor the Lasher wasn't up at the time. Now there is a rare over here, Stone Arm. Let's see if we end up heading in that direction. Okay, we seem to have pulled something. Yeah. Let's see if we can get back and lose the threat. Oh, we have. Okay, so let's go and get this, both of these quests handed in. This should push us up to 25. Okay. Is Hezreel defeated Sovik? Here's his head. I commend you, Sovik. These centaur are undisciplined and cannot focus their rage as the orcs can, but they are fierce nonetheless. In defeating them, your valour is proven. So we get the Lush Water Cloak, which is already better than what we've got, so any upgrade on that would be really good. Not so lucky. But we have leveled up to level 25. Okay, so level 25, we've got some reputation with Orgrim, that's probably through handing the quest in. And that is it. We haven't unlocked anything else. Let's hand in the Centaur braces. Nicely done. I'm sure you struck fear into the surviving Centaurs, Sovik. With their greatest warriors slain, they will either stop their advances or lash out at us in a foolhardy strike. I hope for the latter. Another 9,000 experience there. We are now friendly with Undercity. We're doing that quest. Counter-attack. The Horde commends your successes against the Kolkar, but the Kolkar themselves are maddened. I have reports that a contingent of Kolkar has travelled to the Barrens from their home in Desolus to seek vengeance. My latest report was that even now they move against these bunkers from the west. Face the Kolkar invaders and end their threat in the Barrens. Kill them until their leader, Warlord Kromzar, appears. Defeat him and bring me a piece of his banner as proof. We're counting on you, Sovik. So the quest objectives: kill Kolkar Centaur until Kromzar appears, slay him, bring back a piece of a banner. It says 3 players are suggested for this. Well, the 3 people we've got is Sovik, Helvac, and Murgle, so I'm pretty sure that counts as 3, so we'll give it our best. And we get a suppressor's wand. So our wand is 22 plus 6. This wand is 24 plus 6 plus 4, which is certainly better than what we've got at the moment, which is very nice. So let's go and see if we can do this 3-man quest. We don't need to read that. Okay, everyone's health is up. We've got potions over here. I'm guessing we're over in this direction. Okay, do we just need to go and kill these guys? Yes, we do. Again, we don't need to really rush this. Let's just take one at a time. Plus that instant shadow bolt. Are we getting experience from killing these? We are, but only a marginal amount of experience, and we're not being able to loot the bodies there. So let's not be too foolhardy. Take this one. Okay, still hasn't appeared. And this one is Coal Car Invader. Okay, the one spawned behind me. Another one. Another one charging in here. Attack him. Okay, let's give our minion some health. He's getting a bit low. Let's take a health potion ourselves. And now we're going to drain life. Just to boost our own health. Again, just make sure our minion is stocked up. Okay, so we'll kill quite a few of these. There's still no sign of his bosses yet. Take this one as well. Certainly in the right area. Try and stand in this blob just in case it makes any difference. Still no sign of his boss. Now, if you could loot this would be great, because you've got a never-ending supply of respawning enemies. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And aside from a small amount of experience with every single time you kill these, it's kind of pointless. Right, where's this boss? Let's try and kill a couple on this side, so this makes any difference. Oh, there we go. Where have I just heard? I've just heard his name. Where is he? Where's the Warlord? If you look at the chat, you can see that the Warlord's name is mentioned. Oh, there he is. Right, how many of these are we going to get in one go? We need to be very careful now. Right, we do need to be very careful. We lost our Void Walker, so let's bring him back quickly. Are we going to do it before he dies? No, we're not. Okay, that wasn't great. That's 2 deaths in this recording. And, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. All of the friendly mobs seem to have disappeared. We ended up with about 6 or 7, which we had to try and fight at the same time. Which wasn't great. And we certainly can't deal with that sort of numbers. I mean, the Warlord himself didn't spawn anywhere near where the bubble was in the middle. He spawned right in the middle of that pack. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I think if we'd have had all the friendly mobs still helping us, that would have been alright, because we would have been able to whittle them down, and they took some of the threats. But, yeah, at level 25, we can't handle that many at the same time. And as soon as our Voidwalker goes, is a Warlord still up? That's the question. As soon as the Voidwalker goes, we're in trouble. So that's him there. Where's all the friendly mobs gone? How am I supposed to pull him? They're all there. Get involved. Okay, let's go for the Warlord again. So I've got an invader hitting me at the moment. Again, I'm losing health fast. I've got 3 of them on me again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With two more in the back there. So potentially that's either 5 or 7 engaging me at the same time. So I'm either doing something wrong or something's happening in this, which it shouldn't be. The friendly mobs are just getting killed far too quickly. I can't kill the Warlord quick enough to kill him off, because I'm just getting swamped by all the ads. This one's quite frustrating. Okay, we go again. Now again, it did say this is supposed to be a 3-person quest, and I am trying to do this by myself, which will obviously be a factor in this. But still, the amount of mobs is just ridiculous. I need to try and stay a little bit further back. Let's put the imp out instead of the Voidwalker. Let's try and use this guy and just heal ourselves a little bit. See, how am I supposed to... There's just far too many of them. If I try and get this one... Can I try and get these one at a time? Okay, I'm still not sure the imp is the right choice there. Maybe we should be really cautious here. Again, let's make sure we're using Drain Life, using the health funnel. See, they just leave all of the other mobs and come straight to me. And there we go, our Voidwalker is dead again. And now I've got 2 of them on me, including the boss. 3 of them on me. Take the Dark Moon Healing Potion. No, something is going wrong with this. I should not be pulling all that number of mobs in at this stage. 4, 5, 6 of them at any stage coming on to me. It's not quite. This isn't working right. I can't remember ever having this much difficulty with this quest before. But we go again. Taking it one at a time, trying to kill the ones on the periphery, and then finally working down to the Warlord hasn't helped. Because as soon as you kill them, they respawn. We've got no one else questing in this area, so it's not like we can kind of tag along and get any assistance. So we're going to have to try and do this. The Void Walker is just getting killed far too quickly. Now he has got that ability which he can steal health from all nearby mobs, but we don't want to be pulling any more than what we already can be. So again, I'm reluctant to switch that back on again. Right, our corpse is over here. We tried to get away and we couldn't. Right, he looks like he's by himself there. We can get across quickly, which of course we can't. Okay, I think we've got him by himself. No, we don't need a guild invitation right now, do we? No, that's not him. What I've called is not the boss. See, this is ridiculous. Look how many of them there is. Let's try and put the imp back on, because if he runs in, he might pull too many of them. Now, have we pulled one? We have. Right, now let's get the Void Walker back out. No, we haven't pulled one. Pulled 4, 5, 6. This is very frustrating. Okay, it's trying to take some health from him. As soon as you attack the boss, you get loads of them come after you. We've got enough soul shards to avoid Walker. Use him to drain a bit of life. And again, if you look where the boss is, where is the boss? There. Can we put someone on his head? Okay. Just haven't got enough oomph to take him down quickly. This is as close as we've been. Come on. Right, done it. Okay, we died again because we got attacked by another 3 or 4 of them, but I think I might have done this. We'll soon find out. Did I get anything in my bags? I'm not sure I did. I'm not sure I managed to loot him. This quest is incredibly frustrating. Do I have any recommendations at this stage? If you can find someone who can assist you, if there's anybody else in the same area questing, again, try and maybe gang up with them to take him on. I reckon it's probably glitched out a little bit. I cannot imagine that, because the vast majority of people will try and do this by themselves. You cannot be expected to be fighting 5 or 6 or 7 mobs, same level as you, including one of which is kind of like a mini boss, at the same time. And hope to survive it. So it is very frustrating. Now, I dare say if I went into Wowhead, it's probably got some tips and pointers for how to do it. That looks like the piece of a banner, so we can accept resurrect. Grab that. Now we've done it. In fact, they're all gone. Finally. I lost count of how many times we died after that. Okay, let's bring our Void Walker back before we forget. Let's bring back poor Murgle, who disappeared a while ago. Let's get this handed in. I feel like we deserve that wand after this, after that quest.
Blood and
Do you have the banner? Just about. You have done it. You have defeated the Kolkar. Yeah, trust me, it was emotional. I'll be sure Thrall receives word of your actions here, Sovik. Stand tall, you do yourself and the Horde proud. You'll receive the Suppressor's wand. And we complete the next stage in the Northern Baron Quest storyline achievement. So that is defeating the Kolkar, which is actually the third one. So we're now done 4 of the 7, which is pretty good going. Okay, so let's equip that wand again before we forget. Now, we only equipped this wand in the last episode, and it's already now not as good. In fact, we had a better cloak which we could have put on as well. That may have made some difference. Let's put that on as well. Have we got anything else in here we've forgotten about? No, that's everything. Okay, so he's got no more quests for us. Obviously, getting the achievement, or that stage of the achievement, is a good indication that's probably everything done in this area. So now it's on to Ratchet. So, I think what I'm going to do, I think we'll end the recording there after that emotional battle against the Kolkar. I'll make my way probably up to Ratchet for the start of the next recording. Then we can pick the quests up, have a little explore around Ratchet, see what's down there. I know there's a few vendors down there, so we can see what they've got. What I'll probably do in the meantime is whiz over to Orgrimmar and get some of this stuff on the auction house, and then come back. Now Ratchet's got a flight path, so I'll probably use that. Just go straight to Orgrimmar, list the stuff in the auction house, and come back again. So to look forward to the next episode, it's questing around Ratchet and around this coast along here, which is good fun. There's plenty of mobs down here. I'm glad to see the back of this area. That was particularly tricky, and hopefully the stuff we do down here is not going to be as taxing as that last quest which we did. Clearly I'm going to have to go repair our gear after so many deaths. But yeah, progress has been made. We're now halfway through level 25. And more achievements as we go through the Baron. So thanks again for watching. If you did enjoy the video, did enjoy watching me die at least half a dozen times in this recording, leave a like. If you like this sort of content, subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be doing loads more of these videos as we push him up to level 120. And until next time, thank you and goodbye.